Test, 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 test. Lord, we don't need no tech issues tonight. I love when it, comes straight through on the phone. The alert. That means everybody who subscribed just got it. No excuses. And then I hear myself crystal clear saying no excuses. So we're good to go. One more thing. Got that. Yeah, we'll do that at the end of class. The security announcements. All right, y'all, let's clap it up, man. Shalom, Israel. Again, we're the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commandant General Yohana. We are not affiliated with any other Hebrew Israelite groups, any other Christian churches, or Muslim mosques, or any other type of organization that ain't teaching the truth of the Bible that we've been teaching since 1969, that every so-called Black, every so-called Hispanic, and every so-called Native American are the true Jews that the Bible speaks of, you understand? And that our oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of, you understand? When we say devil, we mean deceiver. Our oppressor is so deceptive. And we as a people are in such a vulnerable state because of the destruction that we've suffered, because of our disobedience to our Father, like we've disobeyed our Father. So he's allowed our oppressor to do whatever he wants to us, man, because of our disobedience. And our oppressor is so cunning and crafty and just so slick with his antics, you know what I'm saying? To further oppress us and to further destroy us. And without the truth of this Bible, man, there is no way out of it. You understand? Like there is no voting our way out of this. You understand? There's no marching our way out of this. There's no tambourine playing and choir singing our way out of this. There's no crying our way out of this, man. The only way out of this is to serve the Most High, man. And that's that's the truth of this Bible. This Bible gives specific instructions for the children of Israel to obey our Father. And our Father gave us some rules, man. He gave us rules to live by. He gave us a culture that is not Egyptology and pharaohs and sphinxes, you understand, and worshiping dogs and worshiping the sun and all of these creations. Our Father told us, you better not do that. You understand? But, we're so destroyed. We find ourselves doing the very thing our Father told us not to do, yet hoping that our Father bails us out of the hell we're in. And that just doesn't work. You understand? So that's why that truth that the ISUPK teaches, man, is so important, because according to the Bible, that's the prescription for everything that's wrong with our community, man. That's the solution for our health problems, If you ever hear a person talk real deeply about health, you understand? They put a big piece of it on diet. There's a huge emphasis on what you put into your body, But in America, what can't you eat? Like, what's illegal to eat in America? Nothing. To eat whatever the hell you want. Huh? Living or dead. Huh? Cooked or not cooked. Rare or well done. Like do whatever you want, man. But our Father is so is so caring that he taught us a healthier way to live. And we ignored it, we ignore it. We rather live like our oppressor, man, and listen to his counsel and his guidance. And again, we remain destroyed because of it, man. We remain destroyed because of it. And a big part of that, again, like our people are suckers for peer pressure. You know? Like we are a type of people that how do I say it? Like are easily influenced. But what's crazy is we're the greatest people on the planet. Like everybody else looks to us. You think about sports and athleticism. Who's the greatest athletes on the planet? Is it a close competition? Is it a close second? You couldn't even name who's second after us. You could. Everybody else is tied for last. You get what I'm saying? We are the greatest people, man. We have the smartest surgeons. You understand? The smartest inventors. Man, what? Culinary? When it comes to cooking, during slavery, they gave our ancestors absolute scraps. You understand? And they made some, you know, they made that work. You understand? They made it work so well that you take that nasty pork, those intestines from the pig. Our people found a way to make what today in the Black community is considered a delicacy, man. Chitlins. You come down south, you don't know about chitlins. Go back up north. You understand? Like chitlins are a thing, man. Like a thing that will be served in about a week from now. You understand? And again, our people, like we're the greatest at everything. We're the greatest at sports, cooking, inventions, teaching. I mean, you name it. Music, huh? Art, dancing. Yo, like singing. Like who? Come on, man. Who sings? Listen, all right. But yet we don't, like everybody else looks to us, but we look to everybody else, you know? And we need to look to the Most High, man. If we take all that talent and all that creativity and all that strength and put it towards serving the Most High, man, we won't be in this captivity for long, you know? Like, it's like we just don't have our focus, again, because we suffer like this peer pressure, man. We suffer from Stockholm syndrome, and we suffer from, peer pressure. And I'm going to tell you today, man, well, before I get into my topic, I know I kind of went in a little bit. Are there any questions? I've been neglecting to get your all's questions, you understand, in these classes, man, and that's Salakia for that. But you should have an opportunity to ask a question. You come to class, you should have an opportunity to have a question, ask it. If I know the answer, I'm going to answer it. You understand? According to what I've been taught and according to this Bible. If I don't have the answer, I'll get it to you, directly. You understand? Once I consult with, my camp leader and whatnot, and however far up the question goes, you understand? So are there any questions? Any questions in the chat? All right, don't say I ain't asked you, right? So we're gonna get into this topic, man. And the topic tonight is, again, I warned you, it's gonna be kind of a tough one, but it's a real one, man. Not that any topic we cover ain't a real one. But we must be willing to lose things that we love in order to serve the Most High, man. Everybody understand that? Like, you must be willing to lose your addiction to serve the Most High. Like the Most High has to come before your addiction. You have to be willing to lose your peers in order to serve the Most High. Friendship and favor with your peers cannot, I repeat, it cannot take priority over your service to the Most High. Everybody understand that? Now, I'm not just saying this like I had a dream last night. I think we should all, get rid of our friends and, whatnot to serve the Most High. No, that's biblical, man. You've never heard that in church. I can't say never. I doubt you've heard it in church. That's not what's taught in church. Church culture is a very accepting culture. It's very flexible. You understand? Church is very flexible. It's very like whose toes get stepped on in church? Whose feelings get hurt in church? What, the drug dealer? His feelings get hurt? Huh? The child molester, his feelings get hurt? Like who, you know what I'm saying? Like who gets shunned by their family for becoming a Christian? You know what I'm saying? Like for going to church and giving, so-called giving your life to Christ. You walked up front when they had the so-called altar call. The pastor put his hands on your head, prayed, probably did some type of shimmy, right? Might have snapped your freaking head back and knocked you on the ground, right? Who lost their family after that event? Who lost friends? When you serve the Most High, and this is even according to Christ, man, you better be willing to lose some family members, man. You might as well go ahead and prepare yourself to be unacceptable to people who used to accept you. Those friends you used to hang out and sling, dope with. You get into this truth, man, don't be surprised if you grow apart from them. You understand? The Bible says, how can two walk together lest they be agreed, man? How can you steady be buddy with people who ain't on the same path that you're on, going the same direction that you're on? You understand? That's a thing that you will learn. You don't learn that in the Christian church. That's not a reality in the Christian church. In the Christian church, you keep every friend you ever had, Most Christians keep every activity they ever did. They keep every family member. No family member becomes, shuns you and doesn't invite you to things because you're a Christian, and because you go to church on Sundays now, you wear suits and ties. You don't lose family for that. You don't lose family for that type of, so-called love everything and everybody type of lifestyle. You don't lose that. That's inconsequential. It doesn't cost anything. But the truth of this Bible, man, and again, I don't even want to say it's an unfortunate truth, but it's a hard truth for people in the world, to accept, and therefore choose ye this day who they will serve. It's hard, man. It's hard to say, you know what? I love my grandma, but I gotta serve the Most High, man. I'm not gonna be able to go, to her birthday party. I'm not gonna be able to call her on her 89th birthday and wish her a happy birthday, because the Most High is not about us, you understand, worshiping people as gods, which is what birthday celebrations started off as and continue to be. A very vain holiday that, people have. They make themselves a god for it. That's what the whole thing is about. Think about the custom of a birthday celebration. So think about all those family members that you're not going to contact because God says it's against, his law for you to worship them on this day. And you're not going to call them on their birthday. Oh, you're going to make some enemies in your family. I'll tell you that right now. You're going to have some family members look at you like, oh, so it's like that? You're going to have a grown-ass man looking at you sideways because you didn't wish him a happy birthday. You know what I'm saying? Or come eat some of his birthday cake. And you know what? In the ISUPK, you'll learn to be absolutely okay with that, man. You understand? You will learn that the Most High is pleased with your decision. You understand? One of you brothers, let me get Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 13, man. Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 13. I hope it's too wild. I take a sip of this coffee on this camera. Salakia cap if it ain't. Can't drink what I want to drink, but old coffee beans to do. You got that, sir? Young man? All right, let's hear it.
Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13.
Take your time when y'all reading these scriptures too. It ain't no rush, huh? What's the rush? This is the one thing that you don't have to rush through, man. I know we'd be excited to hear this truth. You know what I'm saying? And to get down into it. But yeah, let's take our time, all right? Go ahead, young man.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
Let us do what?
Hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. So there's this argument going on. You know what I mean? Well, what should we do? What shouldn't we do? What should we do? What shouldn't we do? What should we do? What shouldn't we do? Let's hear the conclusion of the whole matter, man. And this is something that I wish Christians, you know, my Christian relatives will get through their heads, man. Let's hear the conclusion of the whole matter, man. Let's not debate. Let's stop debating about whether, like, what we should be doing to serve the Most High. You understand? Let's stop debating about what's important and what's, you know, not important. What's, you know, what's done away with and what's not done away. Like, let's hear the conclusion of the whole matter, man. Go ahead. Ecclesiastes 12 and 13.
Fear God.
Do what?
Fear God.
Fear God, man. Now, the Christian church does not teach you to fear God, man. Christian church teaches you that God is all love. What's to fear? Huh? What's to fear about a father that only gives you gifts and never punishes you? What's to fear? What's to be afraid of? Huh? If he always, you know, every time he comes around, he's just giving you stuff, giving you everything that you ask for, huh? Like a freaking genie. I want this new car. I want this new job. I want this new house, huh? What's to fear about a God that just supposed to just give you everything you ask for, man, and expected nothing from you in return, not even your obedience? What's to fear if there's no judgment or wrath when you haven't done what he's told you to do? Sound like two different gods to me. The God that's worshipped in the Christian church don't sound like the God that should be feared. Keep reading.
For this is the whole duty of man.
You skipped an entire part. Go back to fear God.
Fear
Focus.
God.
Focus.
And keep his commandments.
Fear God and do what?
And keep his commandments.
Keep what?
His commandments.
Some.
His commandments.
Just a few.
His commandments.
Is there an S on the end of that?
Yes.
So there's more than one. It's plural. Keep his commandments, man. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God. Be afraid of him, man. Stop thinking that he's a joke. Stop thinking that he's here to play games. Stop thinking that he's just, you know, Aladdin's genie, huh? Like, stop thinking that he's just some wish, you know, like Santa Claus. You know how the kids write the little letters to Santa telling them everything that they want. Hell, even Santa got a naughty list. God, they can't even use that as an analogy. Even Santa got a naughty list. Even Santa will so-called give you a lump of coal if you've been showing off. But not God, not our God, not our Father. Come on, man. Read that again from the top.
All right. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
The whole matter. Like, here's the end of the whole argument. Here's the answer. Go ahead.
Fear God.
Fear God, man. Go ahead.
And keep his commandments.
Keep his commandments. Keep them. Go ahead.
For this is the whole duty of man.
This is what?
The whole duty of man.
The what?
The whole duty of man.
The whole duty of man. The whole duty of man. Well, we think our duty is what? Huh? Have the most Facebook likes? Huh? Have the most people at our birthday party? That's our whole duty? What? Clout. Freaking clout. That's our duty? Our duty is to make grandma happy. Our duty is to make our so-called parents happy. To make our cousins happy. To make our aunt and uncle happy. That's our duty. Read that part again. For this is
the whole duty of man.
This is the whole duty of man. Nothing else matters on this planet, y'all. Nothing else, man. Nothing else. It's the whole duty, man. You got nothing else to do, man. You have nothing else. Like whenever you faced with a tough decision, whenever you got to contemplate whether to serve the Most High or something else, you know your answer. You understand? From now until, Christ's return. You understand? If you're faced with a situation where you keep the Most High's law or do this other thing, you know the answer. You have no other obligation. No one else is your obligation. And that can sting a little when you think about, the people who want you to not serve the Most High. When you think about the fact that your family is going to be getting together next week, right? And you should be there. According to them, you are a traitor for not coming to Thanksgiving dinner. You're going to be a traitor to your family. You're going to be labeled as one that doesn't care about the family. You're too good for the family. You in some cult religion or some nonsense. Yeah, you will be talked about. You'll be the topic of discussion. You understand? At your family's get together when you don't show up. And that's something that, I take pride in it at this point. It's been so many years. They ain't seen me for Thanksgiving. They look, I thought that like every year as it gets closer, I feel like, you know what I'm saying? They get it. You know what I mean? They've invited, they've invited, rejected, invited, rejected, invited. You would think that they would get the hint, You would think they would get the hint. But just this year, it was asked. Y'all coming? Ain't that Satan, man? And that's Satan's objective, man, is to always tempt you, huh? And to put that pressure on you. Are you gonna do your duty and serve the Most High? Or are you gonna go make your cousin happy? Your cousin's coming in town all the way from Timbuktu. You not gonna come see him? No. See, my cousin from Timbuktu I ain't seen in 20 years or served the Most High. It's a simple decision to me. And again, it's going to cost you things, man. It is going to cost you. And then the ISUPK will teach you how to be strong enough to handle that cost. You understand? We'll teach you how to be strong enough to handle that so-called cost. Christ talked to his disciples about this very thing, man. Christians overlook that whole discussion, but we not. Let me get Matthew chapter 10, verse 34. Yeah, we're not gonna overlook that. It's. I don't always like to keep making this personal, but this batch of scriptures right here was very pivotal. You understand, and helping me realize how weak I was in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like how weak I was and how far I was from serving the God of this Bible. I wasn't far from being a Christian. I was a whole Christian. You understand? But again, a Christian serves Satan. You understand? A Christian doesn't serve the Christ that's talked about in this Bible. They don't serve the God that's talked about in this Bible. They don't. Someone got that?
Matthew chapter 10, verse 34. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth.
Again?
Think not that I am come to send peace on earth.
What color are these letters, bro? I'm sorry, I ain't there
Red.
yet. These colors are red. What's your phone? I know sometimes the phone turns red when your battery dying. You got juice on that thing? So it must be red for some other reason. Anybody know why these words are red? Aliyah?
This is Christ speaking.
Yeah, brother hand. When we got words in this book that are written in red, man, that's Christ speaking himself. So if you're a Christian who follows Christ, you understand, then you should be taking heed to what he's saying, right? Read that again.
Think not that I am come to send peace on earth.
It says, think not that I am come to send peace on earth. Wait a minute. Not my Jesus. Huh? Not my Jesus that loves everybody and everything. Wouldn't hurt a fly. They mistaken Christ for Buddha. You know, Buddha and the Hindus, they believe you can't kill a freaking mosquito. You kill a mosquito, you just took life, man. You're a horrible person. That's the Jesus that they talk about. That you know what I mean? They're conflating the two stories. This Christ that just the Jesus that just said this, or the Yahweh Shai that just said this. Read that again.
Think not that I am come to send peace on earth.
Yo, it's like he's saying, don't get it twisted. You know what I'm like? He literally saying, don't get it twisted. How we talk, don't get it effed up. Like don't you know what I'm saying? You must be mistaking me for someone else. Don't think don't think that I've come here for peace. I mean, it's simple comprehension to me. That's simple comprehension, because I mean, a Christian lives a very peaceful lifestyle. Again, they hurt no feelings, huh? No one is ever wrong. God don't even mind it. Like Christians don't even argue with each other. Like, that's crazy. They can literally have different opinions about the Bible, and they'll both say, well, that's you know what I mean? That's my God. You know what I mean? Like, God knows my heart. And the other brother, like, God knows my heart. Well, okay, well, we both right. What? Like, what is that? That ain't the Christ that just said. Christ just said one more time.
Think not that I am come to send peace on earth.
He said, I ain't come to send peace here, man. And you know why he ain't come to send peace? Because he knows that what his Father prefers ain't peace. His Father does not, the Most High did not, give us a peaceful doctrine. Not in the sense of, you know what I mean? We just be murderous bastards, right? Like, what we believe will have people at odds with us. You understand? People won't accept us for what we believe. People will want to harm us for what we believe. You understand? And Christ is pretty much saying, yeah, expect that. I didn't come here to bring peace. Keep reading.
I came not to send peace.
He repeats it. You ever repeat something? Huh? You ever get arguing with somebody, you repeat yourself? I said, listen, he doubled down on that. I didn't come to send peace, man. Keep reading.
I came not to send peace, but a sword.
A what?
But a sword. A
what?
But a sword.
Listen, man. A sword. What is a sword used for? I'm a one. It's used for killing, man. It's used for battle. It's used for conflict. It's used for engagement. You understand? It's used for smoke. You understand? He ain't come about no peace, man. He ain't come here with a message of peace. Don't get it mixed up. Like, he ain't all. It ain't all peace, man. What he's teaching. You understand? According to the Most High, it's not all peace, man. There's going to be some turbulence because of what he's teaching and what he knows is the truth. There's going to be turbulence. Go ahead and keep reading, man.
35. For I am come to seek a man at variance against his father.
Again?
For I have come to set a man at variance against his father.
He says, for I am come to set a man at variance against his father, man. What does that mean?
At odds with.
Yeah, at odds, man. Like there's gonna be a man who's gonna be in conflict with his father, man. Now, does that sound like the Jesus of the Christian church? Gonna have somebody beefing with their father? Huh? The Jesus they talk about love you better not have no beef with no. How you gonna have a beef with somebody? How somebody gonna have a beef with you and you just love everything about everybody? Where's the beef? Where's the conflict? Show me where be the first documented case in history where a straight up Christian just have a conflict with somebody over nothing. You know, like I don't understand how that's even possible. Maybe what they're talking about ain't what Christ is talking about. Maybe what Christ is talking about, that duty. When you do that duty, yeah, maybe your father might have a conflict with you. You didn't get him a Father's Day card. You didn't call him on Father's Day and tell him Happy Father's Day, man. You didn't let him buy you a Christmas gift. You didn't come to grandma's birthday party. You didn't come to Thanksgiving and eat grandma's sweet potato pie and them green beans. How dare you, man? You see where we starting to get some conflict? Do you see how Christ's message and Christ's duty and what he taught his disciples? Now you're starting to see the sword. Now you're starting to see the engagement, the conflict. A man's gonna be at odds with his father, man. Go ahead.
And the daughter against her mother.
Oh, you thought you was exempt, sisters? Huh? Oh, no. You serve the Most High. Your mother's going to damn near hate you for being tied up with some crazy man that thinks he can serve God. Huh? Your mother's going to hate you. Oh my God, and it blows my freaking mind to consider all. Let me be careful. Think about all the other brothers in the world that you dealt with that your mother hasn't had any issues with. And the types of scumbags, you understand, that nobody had an issue with. Nobody in your family really, whatever. But you get a man that's trying to serve the Most High and expects you to do the same, now it's a problem. You take that, brother. Listen, you take a brother that's on drugs, man. What family member has an issue with a brother that smokes heavy weed, man? Like what family member was like, man, you can't come to the joint this year. You be smoking too much. We can't talk to you, man. We got an issue with you because of a drug addiction or because alcoholism. We got an issue. We got a bone to pick with you. No one has a problem with you, brother, until you start serving the Most High. Like you don't find no issue with no family member. Never had an argument with a family. Like we might argue over football teams or something like that, or basketball teams. But you'd be amazed at the heated arguments I get in with my family members over the truth, over the Bible, over my understood duty to serve the Most High and keep his commandments, man. Damn everything else. Oh, you're gonna get into some damn near like fist fights with cousins that think you don't love grandma. I'm not making this up, man. Keep reading, brother.
And the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law.
Daughter-in-law against the mother-in-law. Here we go again. What? The reason why the reason why my son ain't coming to Thanksgiving is because you controlling them. You don't want to come. You know, you always sassing and always trying to tear him away from the family. So now you got beef because we not going to Thanksgiving. Now mother-in-law hates daughter-in-law because we not coming to the dinner. You see the conflict? All right. I pray y'all do, because you young men, brace yourself for this. You understand that? Go ahead, brother.
Verse 36. And a man's foes shall be they of his own household.
Again?
And a man's foes shall be they of his own household.
Christ said, listen, brother, you're going to have people in your own household that are going to be against you being in the truth, man. That are going to be against you realizing your duty and committing to that duty over them. You understand? Like, it is the most high's expectation that you put him first, man. Hell, he gave you the wife. He gave you them kids. And now you're going to put them before him? Oh, that's a dangerous game to play there. We're going to get into that. That's a dangerous game to play. You can't choose the people in your own household over the Most High, man. Keep reading.
Verse 37. He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me.
Again.
He that love father or mother more than me is not worthy of me.
Christ just said, whoever loves their mother or father more than me is not worthy of me. Now, if that ain't a heavy pill to swallow, you can't love your parents more than you understand your commitment to the Most High, man, and serving Christ. You can't do it. If you want to, fine, go ahead. But just know you're not cut out for me. Don't prefer your mother and your father over the Most High and then think that Christ wants anything to do with you. You call yourself a Christian? Christ just said, if you choose your mother and your father over me, man, you ain't even worthy of me and what I'm going to do for you. You understand? And being on my team. You're not even worthy of it. Go ahead. Have Thanksgiving dinner, man. Go ahead. Grandma will be very happy to see you. She will cry and hug you. I'm glad you left that cult. Go ahead. Choose your parents over Christ and serving the Most High, and you'll get. I don't want to jump the gun. Go ahead. Read number 39. Verse 39, Salakia.
Verse 39. He that findeth his life shall lose it.
He that findeth his life shall lose it. So when you sit there and you make that decision that, okay, I got grandma over here, but I got God over here. Can't serve two masters. All right. My life is going to be about serving my grandmother. Right? My life is going to be about grandma. I'm not, this whole ISUPK thing, they're too strict. They don't let us have any fun. We don't get to have Christmas and, ice cream and birthday cake and, and the turkey and the ham. We don't get to have the ham. We don't get to eat the ribs. I just, I've had enough of it, man. I'm going to choose my family. You understand? I'm going to choose that life. I'm going to choose that life. I found what my life is about. My life is about my family. Read that part again.
He that findeth his life shall lose it.
He that findeth his life shall lose it, man. So when you decide that your family is going to be your priority instead of the Most High, guess what's going to happen? What does it say? You're going to lose it. You're going to lose it, man. You're going to lose that family that you chose to put over the Most High. Let that sink in real deep, man. Let that really marinate. You want to you want to hold on to something so bad, and you want to put it before the Most High. He will take that from you. I pray you understand that this is not a like this happens. Huh? This happens. I mean, you look at families in the world, man, brothers in the world, they rather be with this, they rather, you know, live their life like this. My wife doesn't, my girlfriend doesn't want me to be in the ISUPK because of the stuff that they teach. So I'm not going to be in the ISUPK. I'm just going to be with her. She's going to throw you out soon. It's coming. It's not like a betting man would definitely put down on that. She's going to leave you. She's going to put you out, or you're going to leave her. You're going to get sick of her mouth and leave her. That very thing that you couldn't come into the truth because of her. Like that family. Good night. Like, how many family are like beefs exist, and they come out on Thanksgiving. When everybody gets back together, those old conflicts, you think those things are in the past and forgotten about? You think that sister that was touched by that uncle is sitting at that table, and that stuff ain't that doesn't play through her head as he's saying, "Hand me those mashed potatoes"? You don't think that stuff isn't relived and relevant? Nah. You can't choose that life. You understand? And serve the Most High at the same time. You're going to lose those things you cherish, man. You're going to lose those things. Keep reading.
And he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it.
Slow down, brother. Again.
And he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it.
He that loseth his life for my sake. He that says, you know what? I choose the Most High over all of this, man. Like I choose the Most High. I'm gonna serve the Most High no matter what it costs me. No matter what it costs me. And you have to mean it, man, because Satan's gonna test that. Satan's gonna see if you Satan's gonna say, like, you say that, and then Satan's like, yeah, it sounds good. We'll see. You will be tested, man. Satan will see if your commitment is to serve the Most High and do your duty. You understand? Or if it's just lip service like the Christians do, man. He's gonna test it. But what does it say?
And he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it.
He that loseth his life for my sake, or for Christ's sake, to follow Christ and to serve the Most High, shall find it. It is amazing. And I'll just be a little person. The time I spent contemplating whether or not my family was going to rock and roll with this decision to come into the ISUPK and serve the Most High in truth. And I worried, man. I worried. I'm not gonna lie. Like I was like, yo, she gonna leave me. She not feeling like this idea about a man can have more than one wife and all of this stuff. She ain't feeling that, man. No more birthdays, no more Christmases, and all. Like she's gonna think I'm crazy, and she's gonna bolt. I was certain, but at the same time, when you know the truth, I mean, you just you got to choose ye this day who you gonna serve, man. And I chose to serve the Most High. And then an amazing thing happened, man. A damn miracle. You know that sister sitting right here in this class, right? That sister's name is Itara Ba'ila. She is an excellent wife. You understand? She is a crown to her husband, which is what her name means. Get out of hand, brother. This sister, the woman that I knew was going to leave me because of these teachings and this decision, she came right along, man. And she's been stronger ever since. And she'll attest to that, man. She's not even the same person. You understand? When a man be in Christ, he is a new creature. We have both become brand new creatures, man. And our children have benefited from that type of transformation. You understand? Like the whole family that I thought I was going to lose has come so close together. You understand? Because who else do we got in this truth? Like what other relatives, I should say, do we have that come to these classes, man? Relatives that live not 10 minutes away, 30 minutes away. No, I'm having classes every Wednesday. How many of them are here? How many of them are going to be come to the school on November 28th for Hanukkah, the Feast of Dedication? How many of them are going to come to our celebration? Interesting, right? So we kind of, it's almost like we all we got. You understand? So we real tight. That brings me to my next point. Let me get Matthew's chapter 12, verse 48. Matthew's chapter 12, verse 48. Someone got it? Go ahead.
Matthew 12 and 48.
Go ahead.
But he answered and said unto him that told him, who is my mother?
Say that again from the top.
But he answered and said unto him that told him, who is my mother? And who are my brethren?
So someone was talking to Christ, right? And he turns and he basically turning and saying, like, who's my mother? Who are my brethren? Who's your family? Who is your family? You understand? Actually, if go up to verse 47 so you understand the context. Go ahead.
Then one said unto him, behold, thy mother and thy brethren stand without, desiring to speak with thee.
So they come to Christ and they say, Christ, your mother and your brethren are out there, your family, they want to talk to you. You understand? Like they want to have a word with you. Now go to verse 48. What? Hold on. Christ was a smooth Judite, man. This brother was so smooth. Like the way he talked is just so, I mean, it's so us. Go ahead.
But he answered and said unto him that told him, who is my mother and who are my brethren?
He said, who's my mother? Who's my brethren? Go to verse 49. Next verse.
And he stretched forth his hand towards his disciples.
Again.
And he stretched forth his hand towards his disciples.
Again.
And he stretched forth his hand towards his disciples.
And said what?
And said, behold my mother and my brethren.
Let that sink in one time. What is he saying?
That's the thing.
Who's his family?
Disciples.
See these brothers right here that are doing what I'm doing, that are following after me? You understand? Serving the Most High, keeping his laws, teaching this truth. These, I like how he didn't just say these are my brethren, because then they'd be like, we still got that, not your mom. They're my mother. They're my brothers. You understand? This is my family. What was Christ willing to lose for this, man? And that's what we got here in the ISUPK, man. You're going to lose those pork-eating relatives of yours that worship every god under the sun, and they're drug addicts, and they're wicked. You understand? And you're going to get family, real family. You understand? That serve the Most High. They keep his, high holy days. They don't worship other gods. They don't break the law. You understand? You're going to get real family, man. You're going to get family that doesn't molest your children. You understand? That doesn't sell you drugs. You understand? That doesn't steal from you. that doesn't gossip about you. God, the gossip in the family, don't get me started. You got to worry about that in the ISUPK, man. This is real family in here. All right. Keep reading, brother. Verse 50. 50.
Verse 50. For whoever shall do the will
again.
Whosoever shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven.
Again.
For whoever shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven.
That word is whosoever.
That's
again.
For whosoever shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven.
For whosoever shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven. Well, what is the will of the Father in heaven? What is the will of the Father in heaven? Ooh, if you give me a precept that we used earlier tonight, I'd be so proud. Following his commandments. You understand? Give him a hand. I'll give you credit. That was Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. The conclusion of the whole matter. The whole duty of man is to keep his commandments. You understand? Read that again from the top, 50.
For whosoever shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven, the same is my brother and my sister and mother.
You get that? Every brother and sister in the ISUPK, man, are now your mother, your father, your brother, and your sister, and your cousin, and your aunts and your uncles. Like, we're your family, man. We're your new family that, again, is on the same mission to serve the Most High and not serve Satan, man. You understand? Like, this. You're going to lose some family that are going to reject this truth. Some of your family going to listen. I mean, and you know, it's all in the Most High's time. And like, I still pray that my family members will come up in this truth, man. I pray they do it quickly, while the Most High is being very merciful and giving them very much time. You know what I mean? Giving them time to get it right and to make their election sure. I pray they come in, but if they don't, like this, like, they're not my family. This is my family, man. And you lose a wicked family and gain a righteous family, man. That's a fair damn trade, Joe. That is a good trade. Take that. You understand? Take that. Don't hesitate to take that. You're gonna lose. You're gonna lose maybe even a parent, man. You might lose both parents. Both parents might say, "I'm never talking to you again. You into this garbage." Okay, so be it. You know how many mothers and fathers I got in this school right now, man? You won't have a greater father figure than Commanding General Yohana, man. You won't have a greater father figure, man. Take all the you know, brothers in the school, all the generals, you understand? All the captains, all the officers. I mean, these are excellent father figures and brothers, man, to give you counsel. And to really give a damn about what you're going through and to really help you with an issue. You understand? You got an addiction, man. These aren't brothers that are going to capitalize on that addiction and then go, okay, so he's spending this much on this much. Okay, so if I go get this amount and he could just hit me up and then now I'm coming up off the death of my brother. You understand? To poison him. I'll make a few dollars off of it. You won't get that in here, man. You'll get true brotherhood, man. You'll get true love. You understand? I'm gonna hit Amos 5. You know what? I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna save that for next week. Yeah, because that'll go with that. All right. So we're actually gonna go ahead and anybody got any questions or anything, man? Anybody got no questions? Well, it's a little bit early, so I'll go ahead and read the security announcements, man. Get that off of here. All right. We are the ISUPK under Commanding General Yohana. Started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother or sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister is interested in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers 18 and 21, and Malachi 3 and 8 through 10, means tenth in Hebrew. Ma'ishara, Salakia. Ma'ishara means tenth in Hebrew. 10% of any increase the Lord gives, give to the Treasury Department or teacher. The priest fund, free will offering for priests is not mandatory, just whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations, we got the like I said, feast of dedications, or Hanukkah, that takes place on December 28th. We're going to be at the Baltimore school, partaking in that celebration. That's 3430 Eastern Ave in Baltimore, Maryland. Come break bread with your folks, man, like with your righteous family. You understand? Like forego the dry turkey on Thursday, wait a couple days, and then come get down with, you know what I'm saying, with the priests of the Lord, man. And again, you're real family. You understand? At that event. All right. Again, we got the Passover coming up April 15th. That's taking place in what is it? It's Cocoa Beach, the water. Cocoa Beach, Florida. You understand? Go ahead and start putting them little funds aside. You understand? And making preparations and arrangements, man. Be there. That's certainly, an event you don't want to miss out on. You talk about a family reunion. Good night. Listen, that Passover is something that will change your life. When you get together with everybody, you understand, from the nation in one place, and you see the reality. Again, we're scattered abroad right now, man. We are all over this globe, man. We in California, we in Canada, we in South America, we in the UK. We are all over this globe, man. But when we all converge in one place and you see the real family that we actually have, oh Lord, you ain't never been a part of a family like this. You understand? There is nothing that you have ever seen like this in your lifetime, unless you've been in ISUPK, then you see it every year. But again, if you've never been to a Passover, man, listen, this is something that it'll blow your mind to see real family. You understand? And again, family that you never met, but when you meet them, it's like you've known them for years, because we on the same walk. You understand? We all have the same duty. We walk in the same path. You understand? It's a beautiful thing, man. And with that, we're gonna go ahead and end the class. I want to say Yahweh B'Hashem, Yahweh Shah Barakathum to the Akim, Yahweh Shamar Alathun B'Hashem Yahweh Shah to the Akwathium. And with that, Shalom, Israel. I'm saying crazy.